That's my wife, y'all. All right, do you want to read that?
If you'd like me to, it's up to you. I don't want to take your voice away if you'd like to read it. Okay.
Well, all right, thank you all so much for coming. I know this is a last minute thing and we're planning on doing a lot more of these. I'd like to invite this badass man who is...
All right, I'm going to say one thing.
Yes.
Anyone who speaks needs to be in front of a mic, otherwise you don't pick it up. And secondly, and most important, when you come up there, say your name and spell it.
All right.
We need that from everyone, and I'll stop you if you know. Okay, we're rolling here.
Okay, go.
Would you like it?
No, hit him. So.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Today's Tuesday, March 29th, and my name is Juan Aguirre, Juan, last name Aguirre. And this True Social Equity in Cannabis rally is to bring attention to the independent cannabis license applicants and concerned community members who have come together here today in front of Chicago Central, Illinois, Secretary of State facility at 100 West Randolph Street. This rally aims to amplify the message to Governor J.B. Pritzker, the state of Illinois, and the public that this state has mishandled the issuing of cannabis licenses that resulted in inequity among applicants, and that a corrective lottery that the state has proposed is not a solution to this litigation. The right to enter the Illinois cannabis industry should have been delivered upon fairness instead of gambling in the form of a lottery system. True social equity in cannabis demands the following. We demand voting against a corrective lottery that enables monopoly and hurts independent business. We demand all non-violent cannabis offenders in the state of Illinois, regardless of quantity of possession, be released today. We demand that every applicant who received a higher score than the lowest score that won in the dispensary lottery to receive a license. One license for every person that had the same lowest quantity score as the winning applicant. And we call to remove the 500 dispensary license cap set forth in the 2019 Cannabis Regulation and Tax Act. We demand that we pre-screen applicants based on true social equity values and a track record for giving back to the community. The state of Illinois is more than 2 years into recreational sales, and what has the social equity program in Illinois become? It has not given a fair opportunity, but it has rewarded those who gambled money rather than effort. Our recreational Illinois cannabis industry is a broken system that causes more aggravation than repair. It has created a new war on drugs. It has created a war on social equity that is smoke and mirrors. Applicants have been devastated by what should have been a solution from the legacy market to the legal market. Instead, their entire life savings, their time, their hope, their efforts have been in vain. Instead, our social equity program has become monopolized by corporate scamming with the help of our lawmakers. Consumers need small community businesses. Consumers need small community businesses operated by those that look like them. The community needs enriched and thriving small businesses in the cannabis industry. Social equity applicants need our licenses. We don't need another lottery. In June of 2019, over 1,000 days ago, Governor J.B. Pritzker signed the Cannabis and Regulation Tax Act. It is a bill that was aimed to end the war on cannabis and to allow citizens who have been wronged by the use and sales of the plant an equal opportunity to be a part of the emerging cannabis industry, not just as workers, but as owners. Applicants from the first round of social equity licenses are imploring the governor, who heard the people in 2020 when they said there was a big mistake with the scored applications. We need to be heard once again. Governor J.B. Pritzker halted the distribution of dispensary licenses.
What is
However,
true?
that halt is all that accord.
Fuck.
We demand J.B. Pritzker step up in the name of social equity and empowerment, that he stick to the spirit of the law and award licenses based on merit rather than money. A corrective lottery will not do that. Thank you.
So that was the press release. Thank you so much. Do you want to add anything else to that?
And I myself won a social equity dispensary license in the July 2021 lottery. I still haven't been handed my license down from the state, and I'd just like to say that the waiting, the lawsuits, these lotteries, they hurt winning applicants, they hurt those who have tried to apply but weren't awarded a license in the lottery. The best thing to do is give everyone who applied that has a minimum qualifying score a license today, and then the lawsuits will end. We can open up the cannabis industry to black and brown individuals who are harmed by the war on drugs. We demand an end to these lotteries. We just need one license for these individuals, and the lawsuits will end. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jose Lumbreras. That is Joselumberas. And, you know, it's interesting because what is the definition of true social equity in the cannabis industry? Well, many of us have different definitions, so I'll share mine today. And I believe it's a fair opportunity of entry for each member of our communities, the same communities that have been impacted by what our state calls a war on drugs. We're here because we believe fairness should be the focal point of this process and not gambling. Every time you decide to be part of an application process for a job, a license, or a loan, you are in pursuit of an opportunity to better your life. An opportunity that you believe you deserve based on your own merits. You submit all of your information and you give your 100% to submit your best work in order to obtain it. On the other hand, every time you gamble, you take a risk with your own money with the knowledge that you may very well lose that money. And at the very least, it's a form of entertainment. In other words, you're playing a game. I'll put it this way. You're applying for a job that you have been waiting for. The employer tells you that they will make the hire based on accolades. You believe you have what it takes to get the job. Your resume looks sharp and your interview could not have gone any better. However, 24 hours before they make the final decision, you get notified that they will make the hire based in a lottery. And they encourage you to submit as many tickets as you can because that will only increase your chances of getting the job. You see, that right there, that is what this social equity program in Illinois has become. A failed experiment that rewards gambling and not opportunity. That's why we're here to call upon Governor J.B. Pritzker and say, we are tired of waiting. No more caps, no more lotteries, no more games, no more failed experiment. JB, we trust that you will make the right decision. Thank you very much.
I am Pastor Emma Lozano from Lincoln United Methodist Church. EMMALOZANO. I'm calling on my amigo, the Gobernador, J.B. Pritzker, to step in again because this is so unfair what they're doing to the cannabis industry. Black and brown people invested monies, their monies, hard-earned money, And then we got a perfect score because we do the social equity in our comunidades, in our barrios. And then at the end of the day, what do? They put it in a lottery. This is not a game of Monopoly. This is our lives. Our people went to jail because of marijuana possession. They should be able to get out immediately and be able to be in this industry instead of allowing it to be in the hands of those that can buy so many tickets. That's how lottery is. The one who buys the most tickets gets the prize. And that's not the way it is. That's not social equity. So mi amigo, mi gobernador, te digo, por favor, you need to step in again and you need to allow that it open up, take off the cap so we can get what's ours. And we demand that. We're not asking no more. We demand that we be able to get our lottery. We got a perfect score. We got an A on the test. We want our licenses. We want to be able to serve our own communities so they see these faces, estas caras, estas voces. That's what we want. And that's the way it should be. And I have total confidence that Gobernador J.B. Pritzker is going to do the right thing. Gracias.
Victoria, and can we actually back up a little bit? I feel like
Good morning. Thank you guys for showing up this evening or this morning. I'm Victoria Herring, Vitoriaherring, on behalf of the Black community, on behalf of Black Women Strong Coalition, on behalf of True Social Equity in Cannabis, and on behalf of Social Equity Empowerment Network. I'm here today to talk about my disgust of the Illinois cannabis regulations. A corrective lottery isn't what Illinois needs. It is disgusting to have been a part of one of the major states in this nation that has the highest violence rate and yet has multi-state operators making billions of dollars that has yet to be distributed to our communities most affected by the war on drugs. It is disgusting to have a governor that continues to run his campaign on the backs of blacks and browns, and yet yet our communities are still at the same place we were nearly 3 years ago. It is also disgusting that we have a mayor that's more concerned with gay rights and acts of crime than black lives and our dollars. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Illinois nor this country protects black lives, whom have built this nation and this industry. When is enough enough? On a national level, some states are trying to get it right. Missouri has a bill currently in the House, HB 2704, hopefully to pass next week, that has no lottery and no restrictions to apply. And Congress is actually leaning towards having a free market where formerly incarcerated individuals have no barriers to enter into this market. I know I am tired of watching my people take crumbs from this oppressive system. Black liberation and economic empowerment shouldn't be controlled by the very hands of those that enslaved us. We demand real justice, to have no barriers to ownership within this industry, and real funding that gives equity empowerment to those that have been left out on purpose. That justice isn't in a corrective lottery. That justice isn't in litigation. While the white boys continue making money, it's just another Jim Crow that segregates minorities and continues to place restrictions upon the very ones that this state claimed to support. Where is that support? Illinois needs to have formerly incarcerated individuals with licenses. Illinois needs minorities and women with licenses. Illinois needs to free the people and free the plant. Illinois isn't the example, and it's just the corrupt smoke and mirrors that its citizens knows that it is. We want justice and we want it now. Free the people, free the plant. In the coming weeks, Black Women Strong Coalition will be calling for immediate clemency for all nonviolent marijuana offenders. This affects almost 21% of the Illinois DOC population, nearly 10,000 men and women.
Yes.
Nationally, this clemency affects nearly 40,000 individuals. No more waiting, no more lockups, no more litigations, no more caps, no more lottery, no more smoke and mirrors. Free the people, free the plant. This isn't just an Illinois issue, this is a national issue and a world health issue. Thank you.
Free the people!
Free the plant!
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 That was amazing.
My name is Chris Langone, Langone. I am an attorney for a number of applicants in the lawsuits that are currently pending in the Circuit Court of Cook County, seeking administrative review of the numerous errors that were made by the Illinois Department of Professional Licensing with respect to scoring, including, of course, perfect scores that did not receive licenses. The Illinois Cannabis Tax and Regulation Act was designed to be a remedial act to basically compensate and remediate the disparate effects that have taken on communities and people of color through selective enforcement of the cannabis laws over decades since the war on drugs was started in 1971. A multi-billion-dollar industry has built on the backs of black and brown and people of color and the communities in which they live. And now these people have been asked to put up their life savings to basically gamble it on equity. Equity should not be subjected to a lottery. Equity and justice should not be subjected to a game of chance or a wheel of fortune. The true purpose of the Cannabis Regulation Act, which is to basically compensate communities of color and the people that have basically put their lives on the line so this multi-billion-dollar industry could exist, should be effectuated, and the licenses should be given to the people that truly deserve them. For decades, people have had to check the box that they've had a criminal conviction, being denied housing, being denied jobs, being denied everything else in the society.
Free the people, free the plant!
And now the multi-state operators are profiting billions of dollars off of the backs of a legacy industry that other people paid the price for.
That's right.
This act is remedial, and justice requires that it not be subjected to the whims of chance.
That's right.
Right.
One more. Hey, my name is Anna Rose, E.E. Epstein. Anna Rose. I can't project good enough? I'm a good projector. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know. Okay. So Anna Rose, ANNAROSE, IIEPSTEIN. There's a hyphen in between the II and Epstein. Why do we say free the plant? Because right now it is still criminalized. If you grow it, if you distribute it because you're helping a family member or friend, you can't even gift it at this point. That is not how plants should be, a healing plant. So we're saying free the plant, and we're saying free the people that are currently incarcerated for any amount of cannabis, regardless if they were distributing, if they were growing, it doesn't matter. People are currently making billions of dollars off of this industry because it is still criminalized. There's something that came out today about how the country is trying to legalize. We don't need legalization. Legalization is what the corporations are pushing so they can continue to monopolize this industry. We need decriminalization of this plant.
Yes.
Why do we say no lottery? Well, I think that's been explicit. Lotteries are obviously for people that have money and connections. We have no idea if the current lottery was true or fair, and neither do we care, because there will not be a corrective lottery to fix a lottery issue in the first place. That is not what's going to happen. We will not settle for that. J.B. Pritzker and the state, you are being told today that is not happening.
We demand justice.
No caps. That doesn't mean no caps for the multi-state operators. They have a 10 license cap. That is perfectly fine. We need no caps. Why is there only 500 dispensary licenses available? Currently, none of them have been given out. But why is there 500? Nobody has made that apparent. Why is there a specific amount of craft grows? No one has made that apparent. There should not be any caps. No lockups. I think we made that perfectly fucking clear.
Yes.
And
No
no more
lockup.
waiting. Let's see, no more waiting together.
No more waiting!
All right, I think that we made ourselves perfectly clear, and thank you all so much for being involved with this. We understand that the press have a really big impact in what the state and the country hears. There's been a lot of smoke and mirrors with what has currently been said with the cannabis industry in Illinois, and a lot of other states have started to do what Illinois is doing. y'all need to stop that, because there's just going to be more lawsuits. Lawsuits in Maine are happening, lawsuits in Arizona are happening, lawsuits in New York and New Jersey, I'm sure, are coming because there are caps. If you get rid of the caps, give licenses to people that deserve it, who are true social equity, who have been in this industry before legalization, then we'll all be perfectly copacetic. Corporations can do their thing, small businesses can do their thing, and we'll be perfectly fine. Thank you very much.
Free the people! Free the plant!
Free our people! Free the plant!
Free our people!
Free the plant! Free our people! Free the plant!
Any questions?
This is a very complicated subject, so we would love any questions. To clarify.
That's our reporter's job.
Great.
So they sent us camera people, not reporters. Are you got your info out? Are you have questions?
Well, thank you guys for showing up. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Which part of your name was it? Victoria?
Yes.
Victoria?
Yes.
And you're
I'm hearing like a fish. You're welcome.
Anna, what was the last part of your name?
II/EP.
A hyphen here.
I'm sorry. No hyphen there. There's a hyphen in between the II. So II is Hawaiian. It's my wife's mom's maiden name. And then Epstein.
Capital I at the local side, and then hyphen.
Epstein.
Epstein. Capital P.
Yes, not related to the We can even just say Ambrose. People know Ambrose.
I know.
Okay. Do you have a card or anything that I can follow up?
And I'll be inside.
Cannabis reporter for years.
Oh, Tom?
Bob McCollum.
Bob. Oh, okay. Is he gonna do a follow up with me, or like?
No idea. I just
I would
get the
love
assignment,
that.
but it comes from him, so he's probably working on something.
Okay.
So he obviously saw the press release and
Okay,
probably
great.
should cover it. So there was a man in a red scarf.
Yeah, Juan.
What's his last name?
Let me look at it for you.
He had to